this is Zach from BtrBet, and I just wanted to make a quick video to show how I have used BtrBet to bet MLB pitcher strikeout props mildly profitably so far this year. So I'm looking at all my bets year to date. Instead of looking at them in those groups, I want to look at them by market. So you can see I've had 39 pitcher strikeout prop bets, average bet size of 15, made just under $40 in profit. Not great. I mean, good from like an ROI perspective, not great from a Sharp and Sortino perspective. They're like minus, right? So that means I'm roughly living off of volatility. I'm going to just do a quick analysis here of these bets to see what BtrBet tells me I should do to bet better. All right. Yeah, this is kind of the key point here. My Sharp and Sortino ratios are negative, indicating that my returns are not compensating for the risk taken. That tracks with what I saw there. It's nice to see it verified by something that isn't me. All right, so I've been betting $15 every time. I really should size my bets differently. My average closing price is -117, but my average odds is -107. So that's not terrible. So let's go find some bets. All right, I want to use all the books that I use. I don't want to use Circa because I'm not going to drive to Illinois to go there. Player lines, strikeouts. Yep, here we go. All right, let's pick a game that's not live yet. Oh, this would be a good one. Jansen Junk. I think he's back today. Yeah. So Jansen Junk. So just real briefly, I picked my pitcher for this market, and when I look at it, I go, oh, well, all these books have his main line at 3.5 over under. You can see all the alt lines at all the places. You can see the liquidity in the market, where BtrBet can get it from. All right, but I don't know if that's like which way to bet here. So I'll open up his stats, click on his Ks to get Ks per game. Looks like he hasn't pitched since the end of May, so there's some extra uncertainty here in his performance today. But if we use this BtrBet modeling tool, and what was the line? 3.5? Yeah. All right, so that's at 3.5. BtrBet's model is saying that the under 3.5 is the right bet, as long as I can find it at a price that's -128 or better. So I want the under. Oh yeah. Oh, this is under, and it's better than -128. When I click on it, I can see that I actually can get 6.8% more profit if I bet at FanDuel. So FanDuel must have a much better price. Well, Caesars has a decent price, but still FanDuel is better. Oh yeah, FanDuel, there we go. All right, so I've found my line at FanDuel. I'm pretty happy with the price compared to his performance. All right, so I'm just going to go bet this line at FanDuel. I'm in Ohio. It's in my slip. And now I just need to log in and actually place my bet. I'll do that later. So now I also want to come back here and look at the other pitcher for this game, Bryce Miller. Looks like most of my outs have his main line at -5.5. Again, I don't know if that's a good line or not to bet. So I'll open up his stats, click that stat. It's probably the right choice to take his over just looking at this. Although the last couple of games have really thrown his average up. His last three, he's averaging 8.67 strikeouts a game. And as you look back further and further, that ticks down. And his whole season, he's averaging 6.3 strikeouts per game and averaging 5.1 innings per game pitched. Looks like he's been going longer more recently and getting more strikeouts per inning pitched recently. I mean, that's good if you're a Mariners fan. For betting purposes, it probably means that I'm not going to be able to find a price that I like, even if I find a line that I like. So the BtrBet model is telling me that over 5.5 strikeouts is the right choice if I can find it at a price of minus 113. That's kind of what I would have expected, since his recent average is considerably higher than his full season average, and this BtrBet model is somewhat regression to the mean with some weighting of more recent performances, or weighted a little bit higher when looking at that regression. So over, again, here I'll just pick one. Again, looks like FanDuel has the best price that I can get at minus 132. This is worse than what the model suggests that this would be a good price at, but this is probably a winning bet. I mean, even at that price, it's probably good. And I can check that by looking at the team stats for the Marlins for their last 25 games and look at their batting strikeouts per game. So yesterday, in the full game, they had 7 strikeouts against the Mariners. The day before, they had 8. If Miller's going 6 innings per game, he's probably not going to do much more than 6 strikeouts, just based on that historic performance of the Mariners and the Marlins. So I'm going to not bet in this market just because I can't find it at a price I like. But I did find one. So now I'll just move on to the next game and do the same thing. Come up here, pick my starting pitcher, pull up his strikeouts per game chart, look at his main lines. Oh, here we go. Hard Rock has it at 5.5. BetMGM has it at 4.5. Looks like most places are at 5.5. So that's where we'll stick our little modeling line. Although that's interesting. Looks like the BtrBet model is saying the under of 4.5 is the right way, and then obviously then the under at 5.5 is the right choice. So let's look and see if I can get that under 4.5 at a price better than minus 127. If I can, I'll take that. If I can't, I'll just take the best price I can get at under 5.5. Oh yeah, under 4.5. I bet MGM. I like that. I think that's worth something. So I'm in Ohio. Select Ohio. Oh, hey. Looks like the scorer has this at much better. Let's go check it out. The score, oh yeah, under 4.5 on the alt line. Well, we'll do that instead. All right, so I'll just go bet this. It goes right into my slip. I put in my amount there, and I'll bet it. So that's how you can use BtrBet's tools to bet better. This is how I've been using it for pitcher props, but you can use it for all kinds of player props, hits, all the things that you care about in MLB. You can use it for main lines, period lines, and other lines. For baseball, WNBA, World Cup. If you're into lacrosse, we support Premier League Lacrosse. If you're into tennis or rugby or anything else, it's all there. All right. Good luck.